bring back in my guest. Joining us from Detroit, Michigan, National Trial Attorney Michael Jaafar. And Michael, as I said earlier, great witness. Love this guy, really fantastic witness. I want to know what you think about the effect of his testimony, because I'm thinking if I'm the defense attorney representing her, he's saying some things about her that I'm not necessarily mad at. I mean, he's basically outlining the crazy here. He's saying, I don't want to leave my mom with this person. Then he talks about how she kidnapped her kids in January in the middle of the night. I mean, these are all things that play into the idea that maybe there was some weird thing going on in this woman's mind.
I agree with you, Michael. The part of the testimony where he said she kidnapped her children from a window at 4 in the morning in the snow in January, I thought about that. I mean, if you're going to go, and they obviously are going with a diminished capacity defense, that actually helps you, because I mean, you've got to make soup with the ingredients on the table when you're a defense attorney, right? You can't make up the ingredients. You're given a set of ingredients, and this is what you have to make a defense out of this. It's part of this criminal justice system. We rely on you as a defense attorney to do the best thing you can possible. And so in this case, he's got a witness that's not. It's not the defense witness, but the defense can kind of use that and say, hey, she kidnapped her kids from a window at 4 in the morning in the snow in January. You know, so I mean, don't take our word for it. The state's witness did it. So I agree with you, Michael. That's kind of
can be spun. Look, you know, it's not the greatest, right? But it can certainly be spun, just as you said right there. And like you said, you know, you got to make dinner with the groceries you're given. That's just the way it goes. I want to talk about Annette. We have her up a lot during testimony. The facial expression doesn't change, Michael. Certainly the jury is noticing this as well. Even during testimony about her good friend, someone she's known all her life, this young man talking about she's like family to us, nothing changes. What effect might that be having?
Absolutely a massive impact. What I tell my clients, and what I tell other attorneys who have clients, two things, two rules you have to adhere to. If you don't adhere to these two rules, all the work you've done is for naught. No facial tattoos, cover them up. And act when you're in the courtroom. Cry, be empathetic, especially when there are emotional witnesses on the stand, especially when you're defending yourself from murdering a person, stabbing a person, right? Their children are testifying. And you have to be emotional at a very minimum at that point, because the jury is comprised of human beings. It's not comprised of robots that use metrics. They're humans, right? So I agree with you. She's not stoic. She's just kind of like stone-faced, and that's awful. It's low-hanging fruit for you to feel empathetic and act sad. That's just low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I mean, at the very minimum, I mean, some people are not capable of that, and that, too, says something about who they are and whether they're guilty of the crime. That's just the way it is.